Okay, this is Dr. M. Sridhanandam, lecturer in economics, Government Degree College, Siddipet. So today topic is agricultural marketing in India defects. Agricultural marketing in India defects or defects in Indian agricultural marketing. Defects in Indian agricultural marketing. So before going to that, we have to know some important points of the Indian agricultural sector. So agriculture is the basic sector of the economy. So India is a huge populated country after the China in the world. So where more than 50% of the population depending on this sector, that is directly and indirectly. So the sector playing a very important role in case of the provision of the food grains and of earning of the foreign exchange revenues, and also provision of the employment opportunities, and also contribution to the GDP, and also supplying the raw material to the agro-based industries, and especially in case of the rural development, banking, roads, insurance. So so this sector playing a multi-dimensional role in the economy actually. So but at the same time, this sector is also facing some of the problems, particularly marketing problems here. So here the marketing is a very important. Agricultural marketing is very important. It plays a very important role in Indian agricultural sector. Why? Because so the farmers can produce the goods, okay, the farmers can produce the different kinds of the crops, okay. So how much quantity of the commodities or the crop they are producing not only important, but also how much percentage of this farm produce is marketed in the marketed. That is also very important. So the farmers are not unable to marketing their entire goods in the market at remunerative prices or at affordable prices in general. So that the farmers are facing the problem or getting the low revenue by selling the goods in the market due to the different reasons. So that there is a discouraging atmosphere, discouraging scenario is existed in Indian farmers in countryside here particularly. If you watch what are the defects in agricultural marketing in Indian economy, if you see, the first one is the low transport facilities. What is low transport facilities? Is the first, low transport facilities, okay. So it is very important. Transport facilities are very important. Provision of transport facilities very important. But that transport facilities, that may be roads, railway transport facilities, not suitable. So if you see, the India's railroad network is grossly inadequate compared to its need. There are hardly 2.8 kilometers of rail track per 100 square kilometers area in India. The condition in rural area is even worse. The road conditions in rural area are really very bad. Even the rich cultivators having surplus to dispose of are often not interested in going to the mandis. So most of the rural roads are unmetalled. Most of the rural roads are unmetalled and cannot be used during the monsoon. So mostly it is kacha roads are there. So it is unable to cannot be useful, cannot be used during the monsoon season particularly. So that the farmers are not interested to sell their produce by in mandis or in market area by using this kind of very ugly or very bad very unconditioned road facility and countryside particularly. So what happens if they so that they are selling their valuable produce, farm produce at their village level, at their local area at low price level, so that they are getting the very low income from the agricultural sector. So because if the road transport facilities are good, rail transport facilities are good, so they can easily transport their goods to the market areas, mandis, so they will get the benefit by selling their farm produce in the market. But that is not happening optimally mostly in countryside. So road facility is very poor. the railway transport facility is very poor in India, in countryside here particularly. So in the slide it is easily to find out the conditions of the road facility in the countryside. Okay, you see there are 4 images I have used in this slide. The 4 images shows that is not the Pakka road, that is not the good road, okay, affordable road to the farmers to transport their farm produce up to the market areas. Okay, so this is one of the defect. What is low transport facility is one of the defect in Indian agricultural marketing here. Next slide, if you okay, to lack of grading. So lack of grading, you see so grading is a very important. How much quantity of commodities or food grains we have produced is important. That not only that important, so how much it is standardized, how much it is what is separated on the basis of the low quality high quality goods. Okay, that is a very important. Actually, if you go to the earlier age, the British government passed the agricultural produce, okay, act in the year 1937 to solve this problem, but nothing really has happened here. So this is not the today's problem, lack of grading, but the British British government they found what is they observed the what is the grading problem in the countryside, in the rural area. So that the government then 1937, so they laid one act, that is the Grading and Marketing Act in the year 1937, okay, to solve this problem here. So here the grading is the process of sorting products according to their quality, Okay, grading is the process of sorting products according to their quality. So according to the quality of the goods are separated. More quality goods are one side, less quality goods are another side. We will put that is known as the grading. So grading refers to the sorting on like lots of products into uniform categories according to the quality standard. Okay, are you clear? It is uniform categories according to the quality standard. Okay, it means what? A high quality products are kept to one side, the medium quality products are kept another side, less quality products are kept to one another side. So likewise the goods are farm produce is categorized on the basis of the quality of the good. So grading also provides the feedback to the instruction on their students learning information that can inform future learning decision. Okay, so this is very important. So grading facility, if you provide it to the farmers, they will not going to lose by selling their farm produce in the market. So here what is happening, all the commodities, all kinds of the commodities along with the medium size, medium quality, low quality, so and high quality, all the goods are selling in the market, are selling to the commission agents at one single phase. So what is happening here, the high quality goods are high quality commodities crop is also selling along with the low quality goods here. So that's why the farmers are getting the income very less, because they will give the price, they will calculate the price on the basis of the low quality products only. So high quality goods also selling along with the low quality goods, where farmers are getting the low prices, low income. So this is one of the problem. If it is separated, so high quality goods gets more price, low quality goods get low price. So by selling the high quality goods, they will get the they will get the more income, possibility of getting more income. So this is the grading facility is not appearing very optimally, properly in agricultural market. So that is the one of the problem faced by the Indian farmers here. So lack of grading is one of the problem. What is the lack of grading? Okay, that is. So there is some in, if you see the rice A grade, B grade, C grade rice we are finding, but that is not optimally going on. So if you see the next slide, that is the grading of farm produce. So this is, you have to say the apples, I think it is, okay, apples slide. So grading, so quality goods are kept one side, less quality goods are kept another side. So grading of farm produce. Next, third slide, you have to see the shortage of storage and warehousing. What is shortage and of storage and warehousing facilities? So here the storage and warehousing facility is very important. We are not adequate storage facility, so that the farmers are selling their farm produce in the market at low level prices. They are not, they have no the chance to wait for more prices for their produce actually. So the average Indian farmers does not have the adequate storage facilities. Moreover, there is no satisfactory warehousing facilities in the country, in the market. So for these two reasons, the farmer has to sell his produce immediately after the harvest. He cannot wait to obtain the better prices in the future. You have to see if they have not the adequate or the needed storage or warehousing facilities, so that they are selling their farm produce immediately after harvesting. So there is no they cannot wait to obtain the better prices in the future, so that they are selling their farm produce at low level prices due to the lack of storage and warehousing facilities. So moreover, due to the lack of storage facilities, farmers are unable to obtain loans from the cooperative marketing societies or even commercial banks against the security of the stored output. So moreover, due to the lack of storage facilities, farmers are unable to obtain the loans from the banks. So this is one of the problem faced by the Indian agricultural marketing. What is lack of storage and shortage of storage and warehousing facilities in the countryside. So if they provided the storage facilities, if they provided the warehousing facilities, the farmers will, what happen, they will store their farm produce in the warehouses or so storage houses, and they will wait for the better prices. But they have no the storage facilities, so that they are unable to wait for the better prices. So they are selling their farm produce at the low level of prices to the intermediates and getting the low level of income, which leads to the dissatisfactory among the farmer community in the countryside. Next is, so this is one of the image we have to see, okay. So storage facilities, okay. So farmers, if they produced excess, if they are getting low prices to their produce, so if they have the facility of storage, they will keep their farm produce in the storage facility until for the better prices. So this is the storage images, okay. Next image, okay, rice, that whatever it may be, this is one of the storage houses. Next slide, if you watch, lack of information. So lack of information is also one of the defects. Ignorance, lack of knowledge on the market is also one of the problem faced by the Indian farmers in the countryside. So the market for agricultural products in India is not perfectly competitive, in the sense that the farmers do not get adequate information about the price that prevail in big and organized markets. Due to lack of communication facilities, the information about the market prices rarely reaches the farmer. So this is one. So even in the era of communication technology, farmers are not getting the market information, means about the prices prevailing of the prices to their farm produce. They are unable to get the information about the market. So this is one of the problem faced by the Indian agriculture, or the Indian agriculture or the farmers. Okay, if they know how the prices are prevailing to their farm produce, that is A grade produce, B grade produce, C grade produce, and also okay, if they found that is very easy to sell their farm produce in the market for getting the more and more income. So that this is the one of the problem. What is the lack of information about the prices of the farm produce here. Okay, so because and here there is not only the institutional side, but also the farmers in the countryside, they are very illiterate. Some of them are low level educated. They are unable to get the proper information from the market, about their farm produce. Okay, so because of their illiteracy, because of their innocence, they are unable to get the information of the farm produce. Even we have much electronic media, okay, electronic and information communication media here. So lack of information. For example, the prices of the paddy is there, okay, per bag price if it is prevailed 2000 rupees per bag per quintal, 1800 per quintal. So they don't know if they are illiterated, they don't know if they are innocent, they don't know if they are illiterated. Even there is information about the farm produce in the market. So one side is government is not providing the optimum information about the farm produce to the farmers, or that information is not reaching the farming community in the countryside. So one on this side is there, if there is information but the farmers are unable to understand that information because of illiteracy, because of innocence. Okay, so this is about the lack of information is one of the problem in Indian agricultural marketing. Next one, existence of middlemen. It is also one of the problem faced by the Indian agricultural marketing. What is large number of middlemen and intermediaries are existed in the Indian agricultural. So these middlemen, intermediaries, commission agents are what is cheating the farmers, exploiting the farmers by using the different kinds of the unfair or the unethical methods. So because of farmers are innocent, farmers are illiterate, okay, so that they are exploited, they are cheated by the middlemen and commission agents or the intermediaries, okay, in Indian agricultural marketing. Therefore, the total margin going to the traders is quite a large part of the market price. Some of them, such as the dalals, hardly perform any economic function. So there is dalari vyavastha situation is there in the Indian agricultural marketing, which exploiting the farmers largely or the in large amount. Okay, so the farmers are hardly gets anything compared to the effort put and expenses incurred here. So what is commission intermediaries, commission agents, middlemen? Okay, so they are, why? Because there is no the institutional marketing conditions in the countryside. Private individuals means dalaris or intermediaries, they are purchasing the farm produce from the farmers at low price level or by paying the low amount or lower prices, this is one of the problem. What is existence of the intermediaries, commission agents? Okay, next one, different charges. Okay, in Indian agricultural marketing, in Indian rural agricultural marketing, there are multiplicity of charges on the seller, multiplicity of charges on the seller. Some of these are legitimate, such as commission, carriage and weightage. while others are not, such as charges for the archis buyer, arthi buyer, servants, apprentices, charity, religious festival, and so on. In each case, the seller has to pay more than the buyer. So this is about the different charges imposed in the imposed by the market while they are going to sell their farm produce in the market. Okay, what is carriage, weightman? Okay, then if you take the farm produce to the mandis or the they will impose the different kinds of the charges, why? Due to with this, the farmers are getting very disappointment, they are getting uninterested toward the farm culture, because the valuable amount is grabbed by the intermediaries or the commission agents in the mandis. So lack of proper marketing facilities. In a very recent time, the quantum of marketed supply. In every recent times, the quantum of marketed surplus has increased significantly in the certain areas due to the spread of green revolution. But this has not been supported by a corresponding increase in market yards and other ancillary facilities. Consequently, the farmers has been alone suffer. So lack of proper marketing facilities. Proper marketing facilities are not in the rural area. Lack of output of quantity. This is also quality, output of quality. Lack of output of quality is one of the problem faced by the Indian agricultural marketing. So poor quality of seeds, primitive methods of cultivation, using the primitive old methods of cultivation, lack of pest and disease control measures, dependence on erratic monsoon, drought or flood, lack of adequate storage facilities to protect the crop from rains and raids, deliberate adulteration and dumping, and so on. If you see the first one, poor quality of seed, I have shown the slide one image. Okay, so maize, I think it is very, which shows very quality, low quality of food in the countryside. So lack of output quality is also one of the problem appeared in Indian agricultural marketing. So what is here, the poor quality of seeds. Okay, so farmers are using the poor quality of seeds or the low quality of seeds, which gives the low returns or the low output here particularly. So which gives the low quality of output here. So poor quality of seeds, if they are provided the good quality or the more quality, high quality of the seeds, that will be give the other or the fruitful results here. But they are not getting the very quality seeds. Very quality seeds are the high quality seeds. So that leads to the low output quality here. Low output quality goods here. You know, there are many companies are selling. Okay, after the 1995. I think there are many companies came into the existence in case of selling seeds, fertilizers and pesticides by the private MNCs companies or the different companies in the market. So they are some companies are fake seeds are there selling, some companies are selling very poor quality of seeds, which leads to finally low quality of output or the low quality of produce here. So that gives a less income to the farmer, or the less income, less revenue to the farmer, so that you will getting it leads to experience of getting experiences of the disappointment toward the farm activities actually. So that is one. So here one poor quality of seeds, there is in the slide there is one image which shows the poor quality of seeds, which gives the less returns, less output here, a low quality of output by using the poor quality of seeds. Okay. So yeah, what is, while if the companies are not, the private MNCs companies are, the private companies are cheating the farmers by selling the low quality of goods, or the low quality of seeds, or the poor quality of seeds. So it leads to the what is farmers getting loss here. So primitive methods of cultivation is also one of the problem. So in the image you have to see the what is primitive methods of cultivation. So Indian farmers are in the countryside, mostly they are using the presently the usage of, still we are watching, we are seeing that usage of cattles, okay, bullocks in the farm field, okay, and wooden flow, okay, and also here they are using the axes or formal farm inputs for cultivation, to for cultivation purpose. Okay, so they are not using the new technologies, new machineries, new inputs, okay, in the farm field, which gives the high growth, high production, or the rapid speed activities of the speed farm activities actually. So what is primitive methods of cultivation is also, if you observe the developed countries, rich countries, those countries are using very advanced modern inputs they are using. Mostly farm activities are mechanized in the world countries, in the rich countries particularly. Okay, they are using the tractors, they are using the trillers, they are using the harvesting machineries, okay, they are using the okay, and iron instruments in the farm activity. So different kinds of, okay, new methods, technology adapted by the farmers in the rich countries. But when coming to India, that is not still happening optimally here particular. But comparing to the last 30 to 40 comparing to the last 20-30 years, presently the farmers are, Indian farmers are using tractors, trillers, harvesting machineries, okay. So they are away from the primitive methods of cultivation. Even it is need to change, even it is need to adapt the new methods of cultivation, new technologies, and adoption of new technologies in the cultivation. So that should be essential to increase the farm produce here. But that is not happening actually here. So this is it. So it means what, India is need to use optimally new machineries, new technologies, new inputs in the farm field, okay. So this is one of the problem, what is primitive methods of cultivation, okay. But rich farmers are, they are using, big farmers, landlords, they are using the tractors, trillers, harvesting machineries. But when in case of the marginal farmers, small farmers, they are not using the our new tractors, machineries in their farm field. So this is one of the problem. And there is also one of the reason behind the utilization of the underutilization of the tractors, trillers, harvesting machineries, or any new technology in the farm field. That is the size of land holding is very less. The small size of land holdings are the major cause for underutilization of the new technology in the farm field, new methods in the farm field. If there is a farm size is very large, or land holding size is very big, so that land size, that big land holding, in that land holding it is easy to use the technology, new technology, tractors, tillers, whatever it may be. So that is the picture appeared in the countryside towards the utilization of the new technology in the farm field. Next one, if you watch this, poor quality of seeds, okay. Next slide, if you see, measures to improve the agricultural marketing. So what are the measures we are using? That is the important question. Okay, so far we have discussed about the defects in Indian agricultural marketing. Okay, so what are the defects? Again we are going to discuss about that. What are the defects? The defects are: one is low transport facilities, lack of grading. Okay, lack of grading, shortage of storage, warehousing facilities. Okay, lack of information, existence of intermediaries, different charges charged by the what is charged in the mandis, markets. Okay, lack of proper marketing facilities. Okay, and the lack of output quality here, lack of output quality here. Okay, and okay, so here the what is measures to improve the agricultural marketing, measures to improve the agricultural marketing. First one is establishment of new markets, second standardization of products, markets information, better roads and transportation, remove the illiteracy, cooperative marketing societies, agricultural education. So these are the suggested measures to improve the agricultural marketing in countryside. So it is nothing but, the measures is nothing but, when we understood reversely defects in the agricultural marketing, that will going to the measures to improve the agricultural marketing in India actually. So provide the good marketing facility, that is very important, providing the advanced marketing facility. So the farmers are they are interested very much, and they are engaging very full time in the farm activities, and they are producing the goods. Okay, but they are unable to market their farm produce in the market in time or at remunerative prices, which leads to the less income, getting the less income to the farmers community. If they are provided optimally, properly, that will be help the farmers to sell their farm produce very happily in the market for getting more income, more revenue from the agriculture. So presently where many Raitu bazaars, Raitu markets are there. Okay, and also ENAM is also latest electronic national agricultural marketing. So these are the updated, the new marketing facility provided by the government, which help the farmers to sell their farm produce very easily, very happily in the market for getting the more revenue without any delay, without any disappointment conditions actually. This is one of the major what is provision of the good marketing facility is encourage the farmers to engage more time in the farm activities. Okay, this is provide the good marketing facility. Next one, okay, steps. One of the slide I have shown here in the upper circle shows farms, second circle villages, third circle primary rural agricultural marketing, and next fourth producers, warehousing, distribution, marketing. Okay, and if you see this left side, exports, gateway, organized retail, and destination. Okay, these are the steps of the agricultural marketing structure. Okay, and grading and standardization of agricultural and allied produce here. So just now in this class we discussed also what is the lack of grading is also one of the problem faced by the Indian farmers. But the grading is nothing but what is the farm produce are divided on the basis of the quality of the produce, quality of the products. Okay, if the more quality the high quality of the goods one side kept one side, and low quality of the goods kept another side. Okay, so this will help the farmers, they will get the more income by selling the high quality of the goods in the market. Otherwise what is happening, they are selling their high quality of the produce with the low quality of produce at prices, lower level prices. So here the grading and standardization of the agricultural and allied produce, this help the farmers to get the more prices, because the agricultural commodities are categorized on the basis of the quality of the goods. Okay, and what is there is also one AGMARK number is also there provided by the agricultural goods. Okay, AGMARK, the quality of certification gives by the government AGMARK only for the agricultural goods, agricultural produce commodities. The quality of agricultural goods are given a mark, that is the AGMARK, given a symbol to that farm produce, that is the AGMARK, which help the farmers to get more revenue, more income or satisfaction level to the farming community. So AGMARK is the ISI symbol is given to the mark is given to the industrial product, AGMARK is given to the agricultural product on the basis of the quality of the commodity. So grading and standardization of agriculture and it is allied produce are going on, but it is not optimally appearing now. Next one, standardization of the products. Okay, so this is the image belongs to the grading of standardization is very important. Okay, standardization. Okay, for people in the society, they will very standard products. Here also very standardized products, more quality products gets automatically more prices. So even farmers are shows more interest to purchase the more quality of goods, even the prices are very more. So what is here, the at the same time, by grading the goods, by standardizing the farm produce, same time two sections of the people will going to the benefit. One is farmers will get the more revenue by selling the more quality goods at more price level, and also the quality goods purchased by the consumer, which gives very satisfaction to the consumers here. So farmers are benefited, also the consumers are benefited by doing the grading, by implementing the grading facility in the agricultural marketing. So this is one. Next one, market information is also market information is a very important. Agricultural marketing information system is required here. So what kind of farm produce is produced, what kind of crop is produced, and the prices to the respected crops, respected grains, respected vegetables in the market. So that information is very important in case of the producers, and also in case of the farmers, in case of the consumers. So consumers can decide, can plan toward the purchasing or consumption of the different kinds of the farm produce. Okay, for according to their will. And also at the same time, farmers also can get some kind of certainty towards the getting income by selling their farm produce in the market, while they know the market information, while they know get the market information exactly to the consumers, to the farmers here. So market information is very important. It is very required facility. Next one, better transport facility. Earlier we discussed about what is lack of transport facilities are faced in Indian agricultural marketing. But if you produce the better transport facility, you know, that will be rail transport facility, road transport facility, that will help the farmers, that will give the boost the farmers to engage more time in the farm activities. Okay, so if you provided the better road transport facility, they will easily transport their farm produce to the market yards, to the mandis. Okay, easily they will sell their farm produce, and they will get the income by selling their farm produce while they are provided the better transport facility actually. So this is one image shows a good road, a quality road appears, and also one loading lorry. Okay, and rail transport is also very important. Okay, to transport the goods, farm produce, where it is produced, the entire produce is not utilized where it is produced. That should be transported to the required places or to the market, up to the consumers living area. So if you provided the good rail transport, road transport facility, so that will be help the farmers, that will be useful the farmers to sell their farm produce in the market, okay, easily in the market, and for getting the more revenue, more income from their farm produce. Next one, national agricultural education policy is also very important. What is national agricultural education policy? It helps the farmers to getting more knowledge on the agricultural activities, how to cropping knowledge, cultivation knowledge, seeding knowledge, okay, and also harvesting knowledge, and everything. There is a different, the agriculture is it is nothing but different complexity of the different activities is nothing but agriculture, okay. From seeding to harvesting, there are number of activities needed in the farm sector. So if we provided the knowledge on agricultural and farming knowledge, cultivation knowledge to the farmers, to the interested farmers, what happens, they will pay the more concentration toward the farm activities, which help the farmers to get more product, more produce, okay. So knowledge on cultivation is very, very important. Education on cultivation is very, very important. So training on cultivation methods is very, very important here. So if you provided such kind of optimal training facility, education on cultivation, on methods of cultivation, usage of new technology, usage of, in the farm field, adoption of the new technology, machineries in the farm field, so entire all these activities help the farmers to engage more time and in the farm activities to get the more profits from the farming area. So these are all the what is measures to suggestive measures to overcome from the defects in agricultural marketing in India. What is national agricultural education, okay, is very, very important, okay. So again we will discuss the important headlines of the measures to improve the agricultural marketing, okay. And what is establishment of new markets, standardization of products, market information, better road transportation, remove of the illiteracy, means literacy, remove of the illiteracy means nothing but increase the literacy level among the farmers, increasing the knowledge among the farmers towards the cultivation methods, cooperative marketing societies and agricultural education. So these are all the measures to useful to improve the defects in agricultural marketing in countryside, okay. So in this class so far we discussed about the defects in agricultural marketing, okay. Defects in what, again I will repeat that, okay. What are the defects in agricultural marketing, okay. One is low transport facility, second one is lack of grading, third one is storage of shortage of storage of warehousing facilities, and lack of information, existence of middlemen, different charges, okay. Different charges, lack of proper marketing facilities, lack of output of quality, okay, and poor these are the defects. Measures I already explained, even again I will repeat that. What are the measures to improve, okay. One is providing the good marketing facility, okay, good marketing facility which gives the confidence among the farmers to sell their farm produce and for getting the more income. And grading and standardization of agricultural and allied produce, standardization of the farm products, market information, better transport facility, okay, and national agricultural education. So these are the suggestive measures to improve the better agricultural marketing in India. Thank you, dear students.